Welcome everybody to the South Hockey Network live on YouTube, live once again from the main rink at Northwest Arena here in Jamestown, New York, as the time has come for the semifinal of the 2024 Governor's Cup between the Glenbrook South Titans of Illinois and the Pine Richland Rams from Pennsylvania. This is Dylan Ward, live on play-by-play with you. Gerard Boris, our camera operator and technical engineer, and Joe Hoffer, our scoreboard operator in the top left corner, as we get set for game number 4 for both these teams. Actually, game number 4 for the Titans. Game number 3 for the Pine Richland Rams, even though they've got a 3-0 record. One of those wins came via forfeit, as the DeMatha Stags, one of the 16 teams in the field, could not make it to the tournament. So they got a free win, and it allowed them to advance all the way here to the championship. Pine Richland on the overall season, just getting started in their season with a record of 7-7-0, but they were the number 1 seed here at the Governor's Cup following the preliminary games, with 13 period points as the tiebreaker, cementing them as the number 1 seed. So they'll play here on Rink 1, of course, on the home bench. Meanwhile, the Glenbrook South Titans, the only team to make the semifinals without a perfect record. Their record was 2-0-1, so stayed undefeated in regulation time. Their only loss came in their third and final game yesterday against the North Allegheny Tigers, where North Allegheny bested the Titans in a shootout by a final score of 1-0. As the warm-ups have expired and the teams meet at their nets, the Morrow goalie cams, you're having a look there. Big shout out to Jeff Morrow, as we are the Glenbrook South Hockey Network, home to all Glenbrook South Titan games, but have been brought along here to do all the games here on Rink 1 for the conclusion of this Governor's Cup. So regardless of which team wins this game, we will be right here live again at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. And for folks watching in Chicago, 12 o'clock noon for the championship between the Glenbrook South Titans and Pine Richland Rams, or the winner of those two, I should say, going up against the winner of the Bethel Park Blackhawks and Upper St. Clair Panthers. That game scheduled to drop the puck about 30 minutes after this one over on rink number 2. Well, for Pine Richland in net, it's going to be Graham Bogle, playing his second game of the showcase, as he was in net last night as University School played Pine. Pine with a 3-2 win in that one. As for the Titans, they'll go with the man they've been trusting all weekend long, the freshman Thomas Preston, who has made 49 saves on the 50 shots he saw, including a shutout in Game 1, and by technical definition, not a shutout yesterday, but a full regulation game plus overtime without allowing a goal, as the game was decided 1-0 in favor of North Allegheny via the 5-round shootout. Titans are going to wear gold again as the 4 seed. They just squeaked into the playoff portion of this tournament. All the other teams participating in the semifinals finished with a 3-0-0 record. Meanwhile, the Titans 2-0-1. And we were broadcasting that game yesterday against North Allegheny, and we were talking about how if the Titans had lost that game, they had to wait and see what following results would take place to determine if they were to make the semifinals. Well, it's a darn good thing that they lost in a shootout if they were going to lose the game, because had they dropped that in regulation time, they would not be here right now. The tie and the huge performance by Thomas Preston, 22 for 22, which sent it to OT, secured the Titans' spot here in the semifinal. We want to thank everyone for waking up early with us, especially the folks back in Chicago, where it's 7 a.m. here on this Sunday morning for all of you fine people. But we thank you for joining us and spending your morning with us. Feel free to subscribe. We are inching closer to that 1,000 mark, and we unlock a bunch of cool features when we hit that. And we're right around the corner. We gained about 50 subscribers yesterday during our 4-game marathon. So we really appreciate that, as there's a slight delay here as we're waiting for the referees. Also, if you're subscribed, you're able to use the chat and get all enhanced replay features. So if you want to watch this broadcast in full quality, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and don't be fooled by the word subscription. It is free to do so. And if you appreciate what you see today, it would really mean a lot to us, as it helps us out. Don't forget to like as well. So an extended warm-up here as we continue to wait for the referees. Winner of this game goes to the championship. Format of the game will stay the same. So if we do require OT, we'll see the 5 minutes of 4-on-4, then the 5-round shootout, which is what the Titans experienced yesterday. Well, while we have a second, we'll go through each of these two teams' games to get here. Pine Richland started out with a 5-3 win over Holy Ghost Prep, another Pennsylvanian rival, as it was 1-1 after the first, 3-3 after the second, before Pine Richland came away with 2 unanswered in the third period to steal the 5-3 win in that close game. And then, of course, they were awarded a 3-0 win via the forfeit of the DeMatha Stags in what would have been their second game. Of course, they also got a free ice slot to practice in lieu of the forfeit. So they do have 3 different skating sessions, so to speak. And in their final game, as we mentioned, they defeated the University School Preppers 3-2, knocked them out of the tournament. University School out of Ohio was the defending champions of last year. Meanwhile, the Glenbrook South Titans, 2-0 shutout victory over Cathedral Prep in their first game. And then taking it to Ontario Hockey Academy yesterday morning by a final score of 4-1. And then, as we mentioned, the 1-0 shootout loss in their final game. But that OTL point just gets them over the playoff line here at the Governor's Cup, as we are officially underway here on this Sunday morning. 16 teams began, only 4 left, and in a couple of hours it'll be 2. Here comes Pajerski, getting it ahead. Ben Stevens over the line, left wing side, centered it for Pajerski, just out of his reach. Mitchell Adams down to Stevens' far side. He centered it, but that gets taken away by Andrighetti and dumped down into the zone by the Rams. They'll make a change as the Titans recollect behind their net. Glenbrook South in gold, Pine Richland in white. And if you're having flashbacks to when the Titans met with the York Dukes last season in the semifinals of this tournament, we don't blame you, as this Pine Richland team has awfully similar jerseys to one of the Titans' biggest Illinois rivals. Here's a centering pass. Sokol looking to hack it away. Grabbed in the slot. Here's a backhander. Save made by Preston, as the Titans just can't get it out to neutral ice. How about Thomas Preston? In 3 games played here at the Governor's Cup, only 1 goal allowed. True goal, that is, as he let a couple pucks past him in the shootout. But in my opinion, I think any game that goes to a shootout 0-0, both goalies should get the shutout. I actually don't know how that works in the NHL now that I think about it. They might, as Pine Richland regroups in their own zone. Jeremy Casper to the near side, looking for Schultz. Instead, he'll bring it in. Casper with a shot. That one stopped by Preston. Rebound picked back up by the Titans. Jack Higgins off the boards. Can't get it out, as it will bounce off Casper's leg and out to neutral ice. Now the Titans come over the line. Dylan Lytell all the way to the net. Couldn't get a backhander. Now a shot from the left side by Higgins. Wouldn't go. This one's played up and out of play into the seating area, and that'll stop the clock. 12:43 to go in the first period. Titans injury report. Asher Vanderplug not in the lineup. Neither is Zach Boris. Both of those 2 players battling injury. Boris hopes to be back next week for a big SHL regular season stretch for the Titans. Also out of the lineup today is Blake Hoffer, after he received a game misconduct for a hit in the second period in yesterday's game. So that's the Titans' leading point scorer on the overall season, 25 goals, 23 assists for 48 points. Only a junior, but the Titans will have to be without one of their main guys here for the semifinal. If the Titans win this game and advance to the championship, he will be able to return. Here's Evan Bunnell for Glenbrook South through neutral ice. Bunnell keeps the puck, swings back, and lost an edge. That'll allow Schultz to swoop in there. Blake Schultz taken away by the Titans once again as Higgins deflects it out to neutral ice. Desjardins knocks it in. Alpine will switch up some players. Titans get it back. The captain, Ryan Mulvey, out to Sokol. Adam Sokol over the line, left wing side, picked back up by Pine. Here's Andrighetti. Tipped out of the zone by Branscombe. And knocked back down by the Rams. As a man's tripped up behind the net, no call. That was Will Fagan. The ref had a front row seat and didn't make the call. Now back for Aiden Weller. Neutral zone. Aiden Weller, the defenseman, takes a shot. That one stop. Rebound. We're going to get a penalty following the play with 11:17 to go here in the first. As we'll take a look at the replay, number 15 in white will get booked for the roughing. It's Matthew Muldoon, already with a trip to the penalty box in this Governor's Cup. Having a seat for the second time, and off to the power play go the Glenbrook South Titans. As the Titans on the man advantage at this Jamestown Governor's Cup, 2 out of 13 through their 3 games played. Meanwhile, Pine Richland on the kill, a perfect 7 for 7. As let's see what happens here. It's Ryan Mulvey up high, left point. Now Pajurski, top of the circle. He shoots, and the save made by Bogle as he deflects it down below the goal line. Titans pick it back up. Pajurski down to Stevens. Ben Stevens up to Ryan Mulvey. He shoots just wide of the net. Aiden Weller will get to it, right point, but his dump in is intercepted by Pine, and Versla gets it out of the zone. Back ahead come the Titans on the power play. It's Benji Pajurski. Up to Mulvey, across to Weller. Aiden Weller with a shot. He scores! Some traffic in front of the net, but that should be Aiden's goal. And on the power play, the defenseman makes it 1-0. Aiden Weller with his 5th goal of the season. As he finds a lane through some traffic and gets the first puck to the back of the net for the Titans since their second game. Weller, who already had an assist at this Governor's Cup, with a goal now, 2 points for the senior defenseman in blue and gold. Back underway. Played behind the net, Will Fagan. Taken away by Pine Richland. Now Adam Sokol behind the goal line. Plays it to the far side. Luke Fagan crunches a man down into the boards. Now his brother Will Fagan. Got his pocket picked. Here's Joshua Lanyard. Centered it. Here's a shot. That one hit the side of the net. Thought it was in for a moment. As Will Fagan will play it out. Now up high, nice stick by Sokol, knocking it out to neutral ice. As it's sent to the near side, Matthew Muldoon will rip it into the zone. 9.5 to go in the first period. Aiden Weller with the goal for the Titans, as they lead 1-0 with the power play goal. As the Pine Richland Rams penalty kill takes its first blemish all tournament, a perfect 7 for 7 on the kill coming into this game through their 2 games played. Again, a record of 3-0, but one of those wins awarded via forfeit as the DeMatha Stags unable to show up at the last minute. As a matter of fact, 2 of the 4 teams in the semifinals received auto wins via the forfeit. As now Bunnell comes over the line. Centered it with the backhand, but Schultz takes it away, plays it down below the goal line. Dylan Lytell pressuring. As a board battle, Lytell needs some help. He's being triple teamed. Now Bunnell will come in there and force some pressure. 3-on-2 board battle, now a 2-on-2 as one man backs away, and then he gets the puck. That's Kafsky. Sends it to the near side as Pine gets it out of the zone. Cole McPherson back to Ryan Mulvey. Mulvey back to McPherson, touches it out to Lytell. Dylan Lytell looking to play that one ahead for Higgins, but wrong, number 34, as Ryan Katzfee will dump it in. Ryan Mulvey got it out to Sokol, who tipped it into the zone. Now Jonah Weiss. And Pine able to force it out to the neutral zone once again. Shots on goal, 4-3 for the Titans. As this pass is intercepted, here comes Chase Fry. He'll dump this one in. He didn't have enough speed to get a breakaway out of that chance. Halfway through the first period, here comes Adam Sokol over the line. Left wing takes a shot, blocked by the stick in close of Isaac Baker. Now the other way come the Rams. Here through neutral ice, it's Verzela. Verzela around 1D, tried to get a pass over, and Aiden Weller with the block. Aiden Weller with the goal and the block of the passing lane, doing it all out there for Jim Philbin and company. Now Adams steals a loose one. He'll chip it behind the goal line. Stevens chasing after it. So without Blake Hoffer in the lineup, you've got Mitchell Adams playing on this line with Benji Pajerski and Ben Stevens. Hoffer instead of Adams on this line, it's the Titans' first line. Although we've been seeing a lot of ice time from some of the other lines, especially here early on in this game. As this one's sent down by Pine, it'll go all the way for an icing, stopping the play. Here's this good defensive play by Aiden Weller, number 2 in gold. And what looked like could have been a chance as Verzela, with tons of speed, could not get that pass across as Weller went horizontal to prevent that from getting over to the right wing on the 2-on-1 chance. Benji Pajerski. Now up high, Fagan goes across Mulvey, top of the right circle, shoots, looking for a tip by Adams, couldn't find it. Now Fagan backhands it down to Pajerski. As now the Rams come the other way, it's a 2-on-1, here's a shot, and Thomas Preston deflects it up and into the netting with his blocker, keeping the 0 on the board. The freshman Thomas Preston has had a remarkable Governor's Cup here in his debut. 18th Governor's Cup here in Jamestown. The Titans here for the 13th consecutive season. Winning this thing for the first time back in 2022, as the Titans have made at least the semifinals for 3 consecutive years. Now here comes Sokol, odd man rush, centered it. Surma, that one just wide. Cesario behind the net, looked to center it, but it's covered up by the goaltender. As this line right here of Jonathan Cesario, Adam Sokol, and Frank Surma, absolutely electric in the early game yesterday against Ontario Hockey Academy. Responsible for 3 of the 4 goals the Titans scored in the 4-1 victory, including a 2-goal night, or morning, by Frank Surma. As Adam Sokol gets kicked out of the face-off circle, so the man in question, Frank Surma, will come in to take it instead. It's won by Pine, as it's played to the far side by Baker, and it comes out of the zone. Adam Sokol picks it up. Backhands it off the near boards, and Cesario picks it up. Cesario leaves it. Kept in by Surma. Frank Surma cuts to the left side. Surma near the goal line tried to center it, but it bounced wide. Now McPherson behind the net. Cole McPherson off the end boards for Cesario. He gets knocked off the puck, and Blake Schultz will get it out to neutral ice. 5 minutes to go in the first. 1-0 Titans. The goal by Aiden Weller on the power play. As Surma's going to get booked for a penalty on the trip down there in the corner, while already seated on the ice. And let's have another look. So Surma gets taken down first, and then it's pretty blatant. Maybe the first one was a missed call, but either way, it will be a power play for Pine Richland, and the Titans go to the penalty kill. Their penalty kill perfect, 6 for 6. They have not taken a whole lot of penalties, only 17 penalty minutes so far in this showcase, but talk about 6 for 6. One of those kills was on the 5-minute major call against Blake Hoffer in the play that got him ejected. Now this one out to neutral ice. Benji Pajurski shorthanded, in on net, tries a shot. That one wouldn't go, but we're going to have a penalty. Hooking the call. It won't be a penalty shot, but that's going to quickly put an end to the Pine Richland power play. We'll have an extended 4-on-4. Looks like we just didn't catch all that replay. But Pajurski with the shorthanded chance. If you're not going to score a goal, you might as well draw a penalty. I think there's an argument there that that could have been a penalty shot. But the officials here will go with the 2-minute minor. 4-on-4 for the next minute and 40. Here's Ryan Mulvey. Takes a shot. That one hit the post, I believe. And Pine Richland able to get this one out through neutral ice. Here's Lanyard, sending it down below the line. Played it to the far side. Sent up high right point. Muldoon with a shot. High of the net. Bounces off the high glass behind Thomas Preston. And Ben Stevens will regroup and come the other way for GBS. Pajurski lost the puck, taken right back by Lanyard. Now Andrew Getty tipping it into the zone. Grabbed by Ryan Mulvey. As Mulvey comes over the line down the right wing side, fires a shot. Could not get that one past the goaltender, Graham Bogle. One man's knocked off the puck. It's back up high, Will Fagan towards the net. Save made and held on to. 3:24 to go in the first. 40 seconds to go on this 4-on-4 before it becomes a 17-second power play for the Titans. We're 1-for-1 on the man advantage. Lone goal coming from Aiden Weller. Face-off won by the Titans. Back up to Weller as he'll take a shot. That one blocked by Katzvey and sent out to neutral ice. Picked right back up by Adam Sokol. Sokol down the right wing, centered it. Cesario just chipped it wide. Now down to the far side. Sokol, back up high, Weller, left point. Aiden Weller towards the net. That one stopped. As you can tell, he's got a little bit of confidence scoring that 5th goal of the season for him in all competitions. Out to neutral ice. 4-on-4 coming to an end as Carson Parkhill will pressure down in the Titan zone. Surma out of the box. He'll join the play. And for a brief moment in time here, a power play for the Titans. Evan Bonnell will send this one down below the line. Pine Richland able to clear, and that will finish both penalties. The box is empty on both sides, and we're back to 5-on-5 play. So the Titans, by definition, fall to 1 out of 2 on the power play. This one takes a crazy bounce off a stanchion, now right in the blue paint. They couldn't get it through. Forced out to neutral ice, and Isaac Baker will dump it in for the Titans. Two-minute warning here on this football Sunday. Got the Titans and Rams, but no, you are not watching Tennessee versus LA. Glenbrook South and Pine Richland. Here's Muldoon, I should say. Dumps it in down the left wing side. Now Lytell able to get around one. Dylan Lytell sends it in on goal. Counted as a shot. But the Richland Rams will get it out to the neutral zone. Here comes Andrighetti. Colton Andrighetti. 1-on-4 while his teammates change. Coming back behind the net to bail him out was Lanyard. Now thrown to the far side, right wing. It's poked ahead by Ben Stevens. Can he catch up to this puck? He'll have to go below the goal line with it. Now Adams swoops in there. Mitchell Adams off the end boards. Now play to the far side. And unable to grab the puck are the Titans. Here come the Rams. Carson Parkhill over the line. Taken away by Fagan. Fagan's pushed up against the boards, and on the rebound, it's taken and shot by Joshua Lanyard. He put that one wide. 30 seconds to play. As now Pajerski for the Titans goes to the far side with it. Kept alive by Katzvey. And now on the near side, Fagan couldn't slap that one out. Ryan Mulvey will backhand it to the far side, and Adams unable to tip that one out. Here's a shot tipped on its way, but high of the net. So we get down to the final 10 seconds here. Benji Pajerski to the near side, Will Fagan. Out to the neutral ice. And time will run out on period number 1. 1-0 the score in favor of the Glenbrook South Titans, with the power play goal by Aiden Weller being the difference through 15 minutes. We'll take a quick timeout here on the South Hockey Network. Don't go anywhere. Second period just around the corner. Second period just about to get underway. You're looking at the Morrow goalie cams. Big shout out to Jeff Morrow, the tournament director for a long time here in Jamestown, New York. Me and Gerard Boris, our technical engineer. My name's Dylan Ward. We'd like to thank Jeff Morrow for giving us the opportunity as being the official broadcast provider of this year's edition for the Governor's Cup. If you missed it yesterday, we broadcasted 4 consecutive games here in the main rink, starting with the Glenbrook South North Allegheny game all the way to the end of the night. And my vocal cords were just about dead last night. And we'll see how they hold up today, as we've got the championship game broadcasted for you. That'll be at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern. We've switched sides here in the second, so the Titans in the gold uniforms will go from right to left, and Pine Richland from left to right. Lanyard will dump this one down the right wing side. Ryan Mulvey hacks it ahead to Cesario. As now it's Isaac Baker getting this one deep. Pine Richland in the second period has seen a lot of goals for and allowed, as Surma takes a hit. Sent back up high, kept in the zone. Here's a shot. That one just bounces wide, as through only 2 games, if you remember, they have a 3-0 record due to an awarded forfeit. Through only 2 games, their goal differential in the second period, 4-3. Meanwhile, the Titans in the second period, 2 goals scored and 0 allowed. So we'll see if they can continue their shutout streak in the second period. Only have allowed 1 goal all tournament long. Came in the third period yesterday morning against Ontario Hockey Academy. We've got a poll going near the chat area. Feel free to let us know which team you're rooting for, as we'll share the results just before the third period. Don't be shy either, folks. Use that chat feature. If you appreciate what we're doing here, please subscribe. We're getting close to 1,000. Looking forward to unlocking some new features. And especially when I don't have a color commentator with me up here in the booth, I love to interact with the chat. We've got Jennifer Preston, Go Weller, Aiden Weller, with the lone goal of the game for the Glenbrook South Titans. Now taken back by Pine. Out to neutral ice. Picked up, they might have a 2-on-1, but Chase Fry didn't find his man who was tapping his stick. Ben Walker, now what a move here by Bonnell, as he just puts that one wide, or maybe just enough of the left pad there for the goaltender, Graham Bogle. But Evan Bonnell, close to his second of the tournament. This one comes out to the neutral zone. Luke Fagan will backhand it in. So we get down to 12-10 here in the second period. This one sent down into the zone. Not an icing, as it's picked up by McPherson. Near side, intercepted by Pine Richland. Forced out to neutral ice and all the way beyond, but obviously no icing, as it was their own team. Semi-final here at the Governor's Cup. 16 teams began. Only 4 survived to Sunday, and only 2 will live on to play in the championship game later this afternoon at 1 p.m. Now here comes Mitchell Adams. He'll fire a shot tipped wide by Pajerski. Now to the far side. Pine Richland can't force it out. Adams sets it up. Pajerski! And that one deflects off the goaltender's glove and up high. So we've got a couple things to show you during this stoppage. Here's that recent chance by Pajerski. How about this shot? Benji has been on this varsity team since his sophomore year, now a junior, playing in his final Governor's Cup. And then real quick, we've got this look. And we'll actually pause that and wait for a better time as they're about to drop the puck. But definitely want to take a look at that net cam on the breakaway from Evan Bunnell, as well as seeing how that play developed exactly. This one sent in, bounces off the end boards and picked up by Pine. $3,000 seat Northwest Arena here in Jamestown, New York. Gerard and I were sticking around yesterday after our marathon, and we were talking to one of the main rink managers here at Northwest Arena. This one's poked out, and here comes a breakaway. Colton Andrighetti shoots, and a big save made by the blocker of Thomas Preston, keeping it scoreless for the Rams. The freshman goaltender for Glenbrook South is stealing the show here in Jamestown, as he's got to be in contention for Governor's Cup MVP, which is an award given out to a player on the winning team by Jeff Morrow at the end of every tournament. Luke Winger, the MVP when the Titans won this thing in 2022. I believe it was Winger. It might have been Zach Freemuth. Apologize if I'm wrong about that. Now Preston gets the puck. Left wing takes a shot. That one stopped and held on to. All right, let's have a look first at this save by Thomas Preston on the breakaway, as Colton Andrighetti looking for his second goal of the tournament on this look. Nice job by Thomas to stay calm and make a difficult save on a breakaway look pretty casual. And we'll have to wait one more whistle here for this Bunnell breakaway. As we get back underway, here is Evan Bunnell on the ice. And this one's centered, but forced out of the zone. And here come the Rams through neutral ice. Over the line, Verzala. Here's a shot and a big save made by Preston against Carson Parkhill. Titans out shooting the Rams 17-7. Thomas Preston hasn't seen a lot of action, but he's been up to the task when required to. Both goaltenders have actually had a pretty solid game so far. Graham Bogle, the sophomore in net for Pine, so you've got a freshman versus sophomore goaltending duel. As now this one bobbled, kept in the zone. Here's a shot, tipped in. What a save made by Preston off the redirection, keeping the game scoreless for the Pine Richland Rams. Here's a long stretch pass, and Adams just out of his reach. No icing as it took a deflection. Adams tried to center it, but it goes right to Pine. And now Walter will get it out. Still 1-0, the lone goal coming from Aiden Weller on the power play back in the first period. That goal's the difference so far. Now here's another rush. Adams right in the slot. He shoots, and a save made. Rebound. The whistle sounds. We've got a high stick called to neutral ice, a penalty. All right, let's have a look here. This is that breakaway by Adams. Nice job from Benji Pajerski to get it to him. And then this is going to be the save by Preston on the redirection. Woo! It's a nice job by the forward for Pine Richland. But to the box goes one of the Rams, and the Titans for the third time of this morning will head to the power play. Already 1 for 2 in the tournament, 3 for 15. Here comes Mulvey. Over the line, right wing side, the captain, Ryan Mulvey. Here in his third Governor's Cup, the junior. Back up to Sokol. Now Mulvey gets it back. Ryan Mulvey across to the right side. Weller goes across to the near side. Sokol Adam Sokol gets his pocket picked, and Pine will clear this one all the way down. I think Lanyard probably could have had a chance to have a shorthanded breakaway, but instead it was just clear. Now Weller, his pass hits a body, but nothing bad comes of it for the Titans. Now here comes Frank Surma. Over the line, left wing side. Surma avoids a check. Top of the circle, takes a shot, save, rebound. That one also stopped. Frank Surma, 2 shots on goal there, back to back. Both were denied. Now Mulvey gets it back. Down to Surma. Far side corner goes up to Weller, right point. Here's a shot. That one stopped by Bogle. Rebound down below the goal line. It's picked up by Pine. And Verzela will clear it out of the zone. 30 seconds left on this Titan power play. They've had to chase the puck twice. But so far, besides that, a pretty good power play. Good puck movement and possession. As now Mulvey swoops down low. They'll go up high to the left side. Weller towards the net. Tipped just wide by Stevens. Now back up high. Pajerski again. Aiden Weller over to Mulvey. Back to Weller. He fires. That one blocked on its way. Now Pajerski up to Weller. Mulvey left side. Takes a shot. Deflected high and up and out of play. All right, we'll finally have a chance here to show you this rush by Evan Bunnell. This was back with 12:30 to go in the second period. Really nice move here to get around one and give himself a really good scoring opportunity against Bogle. And it looks like he actually didn't even get a shot away. Puck just rolled off of his stick. As the power play comes to an end for the Titans, they're now 1 for 3 on the game. As they lead the game, 1-0. We've seen a lot of low-scoring games here towards the end of the Governor's Cup. Talk about low-scoring. The Titans yesterday involved in a game as low-scoring as you can get without any true goals, as they dropped it to North Allegheny 1-0 in the shootout. Now here's Pajerski over to Bunnell. Got it back to Benji as he just tipped it wide with the backhand. Bang, bang play by the Titans, but it wouldn't go. Now Bunnell fires. That one, just getting enough of that, was Graham Bogle. Pajerski high slot. He'll let one go. That's blocked in close by Blake Schultz, as now the Rams will get it out. This one sent down into the zone as we hit the final 5 minutes before the ice cut. Long pass tipped ahead by Higgins. Dumped right back down the other way from Pine Richland. Now Luke Fagan. Give it up. As a man's taken down high slot. Some of the Titan fans want a penalty. They're not going to get one. Luke Fagan out to Sokol. Kicks it ahead to his stick, but it goes wide of the net as it deflects all the way down. 24-8 your shots on goal. Now Fagan sends it in. And brought back ahead by Pine. Big hit by Will Fagan, knocking one man off the puck. And Adam Sokol getting into it a little bit in neutral ice with Andrighetti. Now Fagan will send this one in. Gloved and held on to by Bogle. As we take another look at this passing play by the Titans, give and go with Benji Pajerski. Got it to that right wing side. I'm pretty sure that was Ben Stevens who made the pass back to Benji. And look at that. Got wood on it, but just sent it wide. Here's a quick shot off the draw. That one by Preston, but the save was made by Bogle. Again, we have a goalie duel here in the semifinal, as we're going to see a penalty here. Interference the call. That will send Glenbrook South to the penalty box. Will Fagan the guilty party? Let's have another look. Ref put his arm up a little late, but that will send Pine to the power play. They're 0 for 1, but if you remember, they only had 17 seconds of a power play before they took a penalty of their own, reducing it to 4-on-4. So we'll see if they can find their first goal of the game with their first full 2 minutes. As this one goes behind the net. Verzela, the leading scorer for the Pine Richland Rams. Here's a centering pass, and this one just high of the crossbar. Nice release, he'll try again, this time off the post. As 2 grade A scoring opportunities in the slot from Joshua Lanyard. Both missed the net. Now Cesario looking to hack it out. Kept alive in the zone, now played to the near side. Andrighetti takes a shot, tip, they score! Nice deflection in front by Carson Verzela. Who are we just talking about? His team leading 3rd goal of the Governor's Cup and 5th point. And this game's tied. Each team with a power play goal. Colton Andrighetti will get the assist with the shot. And you gotta love those deflection plays, especially in high school hockey. Just makes it impossible for the goaltender to get a good read on it. And the Titans with a power play goal in the first. The Rams with a power play goal in the second. And we're all even here with 2:48 to go till the intermission. Don't forget, folks, utilize that chat room. As we get down to the end of the second period, I will always respond to any messages thrown into the chat. We saw Jennifer's message. Now we've got Walter. Let's go GBS. And then that's a penalty. Well, I'm not here to give my opinion, but it did result in a power play goal for Pine Richland. This one will be thrown in. Behind the net it goes, Ben Stevens. Lost it for a moment, then got it back through a backhander, setting it up for Adams, but he couldn't get wood on it. Now Pajerski, right circle, shoots, save, rebound. Adams right there off the rebound, couldn't get that one by. As now Pajerski, long stretch pass, finds Stevens in neutral ice. Stevens to Adams onside. Adams shoots, and a save made. Rebound sent out to neutral ice. Mitchell Adams, recently called up to the Varsity 1 team back in mid-November after the Titans were battling some injuries, and scored in only his 3rd game. And Jim Philbin will keep him around for a while. Mitch Adams takes a shot, that one off the pad of Graham Bogle. It's fit right in with this varsity team. 1:30 to go in the second. 1-1 the score. Titans scored first. Pine recently just tied it up. So we'll get a score update for you on Rink 2. Here's a centering pass and a shot. Big save made by Preston with the blocker on the slot shot, point blank. Thomas Preston with 9 saves on 10 shots. The only one he let through was a power play goal off a deflection. As it remains a goalie duel, a freshman in net for the Titans, a sophomore for the Rams. Now to the far side, able to just get enough of this one to get it out of the zone is Pine, but to the near side it's Will Fagan. He comes over the line, left wing, try to pass across, gets blocked by a man right there. 37 seconds to go. Will either team find the lead before we head to the locker room? We'll see in these last few moments. Fagan knocked away. Sokol now gets it to Cesario. Over the line he comes. Jonathan Cesario, back up high, Mulvey, big slap shot, he scores! What a shot by the captain, and with 21 seconds left in the second, the Titans regain the lead. Their second goal today scored by a defenseman. And that's the classic Ryan Mulvey. Boom. Even looks fast in slow-mo. And Ryan Mulvey, the junior who's been on this varsity team since his freshman year, gets his 9th goal of this tournament, of the season. First of the tournament to add to his 1 assist. And a massive goal for Glenbrook South momentum-wise as we head into the third. Maybe chance for one more. Ben Stevens with a shot save. Rebound, Bonnell, tried a backhander. That one also stopped by Bogle. Now Will Fagan, just high. .2 with this incoming face-off at the left circle. See if the Titans have enough time to draw something up. Benji Pajurski will take it. He wins it back up high. Mulvey tried a shot, that one blocked in close. Now Will Fagan, wide of the net. Had Pajurski gotten a piece of that, probably would have been just in time, but zeros on the clock. And a 2-1 lead for Glenbrook South, who leads shots on goal 33-10. But a big third period coming up, 15 fresh minutes on the clock. Zamboni will come out here and take care of business, as we will have an extended intermission here for about 10 minutes or so, right here on the South Hockey Network. Don't go anywhere, we'll stay live with the third period coming up momentarily, and a chance to advance to the championship game for both these teams coming right up. Taken by Pine as they'll control here on the fresh sheet of ice. Will Fagan plays it out to neutral ice. It's hacked back down in by Colton Andrighetti. As we get a penalty called from the referee in neutral ice. Or maybe not a penalty, but offsides instead. And a quick whistle to start the third period. Drop of the puck, won by Pine. They'll send this one in. Will Fagan backhands it out. As now it's gloved down by Sokol. He'll race after the puck, but getting there first is Colton Andrighetti. Andrighetti with the assist on the Rams' lone goal. He took the shot from up high and before it was tipped home by Carson Verzela. As now we do get a penalty called down there. Looks like a hook. And that's going to send Adam Sokol to the box. So to the power play goes Pine Richland. Able to score on the power play, 1 for 2 in this game. As each team with a power play goal, but in terms of the Rams, it's their only goal. Let's see if they can find their second PPG of the morning. This one behind the net. They'll have possession here off the faceoff. As Verzela over to the near side for his brother, Carson Verzela. Back up to Alex Verzela. Goes behind the goal line. Andrighetti. Back up high, Baker. Right point. Pine holding on to possession, but no shots on goal yet. I don't think even a shot attempt. Here's one. They score! Preston thought he had it, but it squeaked through, and their second power play goal of the game ties it up once again, 2-2. Isaac Baker with the shot. Second goal we've seen scored from that point, but instead of going straight to the back of the net, let's see exactly what happens here. Thomas Preston gets the blocker on it, maybe part of his right arm or shoulder, but it just bounces over him and hits the net. And we're tied up 2-2. Governor's Cup here in Jamestown, New York. Semi-final action, Final Four. Out of the 16 teams that began this tourney from all over the U.S. and Canada. Some of the best high school hockey you will see at this level. Here's a shot, that one stop, rebound, Luke Fagan picks it back up. Fagan down to Adams, tried to tap it down to Stevens, but instead he'll back up to Luke Fagan. Now Weller keeps it in the zone. Over to the left side circle, Pajurski. Benji Pajurski, near side, Fagan with a shot, and that one wouldn't go. Just getting a piece of it was the goaltender. As we've seen, both Titan goals scored by defensemen today. Luke Fagan, the sophomore, looking to get in on that action. I'm not sure. I can't tell if the goalie gets a piece of this or not. Graham Bogle. Oh, yeah. That one's off the glove. So good save by him. As the Titans dominating shots, 35-11 here against the Rams. Back up to Ryan Mulvey, left point. Takes a shot. That one just high of the net. Rebound to the near side, McPherson. Cole McPherson. Right point. Goes down to the far side corner. Titans playing without their leading goal scorer, Blake Hoffer, serving a one-game suspension. The Titans advance to the championship. He will be back in the lineup. This one tipped out of the zone and just past the reach of a long stick by Chase Fry. Had he poked that one ahead, likely would have been a clear-cut breakaway and a chance to take the lead for the Rams. This one cleared down by Pine and go all the way for an icing. And that'll stop play. 11:49 to go here in period number 3. Titans led 1-0 and 2-1. Pine Richland without possession of the lead yet in the game. Left circle face-off, Titan attacking zone. Adam Sokol's line out there, which combined for 8 points yesterday morning against Ontario Hockey Academy. Frank Surma, Adam Sokol, and Jonathan Cesario were on fire yesterday morning. Here's a shot from a tough angle, and covering that one up is the goaltender. Some more chats have come in. Bryce Dickey, let's go Titans. Walter, did you fly to New York or drive? Well, Gerard and I were on the bus, but we will be flying home, as we'll be broadcasting the championship game of this Governor's Cup at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, regardless of the teams participating. As this puck is kept alive by Pine. They'll get it, right circle. Here's a centering pass and a backhander. That one wide of the right post. No save necessary for Preston. Now Fagan looking to get that out to Surma in neutral ice. It missed him. And no icing. This was waved off, I'm not sure why. Pretty clearly didn't get a deflection. It will play on according to the linesman back in the other side of the rink. Now this one's stolen by Baker. Isaac Baker, who scored the game's second goal for Pine. Over to the far side. And cleared out of the zone. The two officials have been doing a pretty good job. Not sure what Pine Richland is used to in Pennsylvania. Here's a big shot and a big save made by Preston as he hangs on with the glove. Not exactly sure what Pine Richland is used to back in their regular season, but Glenbrook South in the SHL plays with 2 refs, 2 linesmen. Pine Richland, 3-time Pennsylvania state champions, including 2024. Also 2019, 2007, and 2006. Similar to the Rams, the Titans also won the state championship in 2006, as well as 1989. As the Titans remain in that top 10 of the state, where they've been for the last few seasons in a row. And they will look to secure their 3rd state championship when it comes March. Face-off taken by GBS. Out to Preston, who clears it out to the neutral zone. 10-10 to go in the 3rd period. Nothing even close to decided yet, as the Titans and Rams are in a deadlock 2-2, and what a play there by Bunnell to knock that one out of a potential grade A one-on-one chance would have had for Jeremy Casper. Now Bunnell, left side centers at Preston with a shot save. Rebound, Weiss couldn't bury that rebound. Now behind the goal, Bunnell strips the puck. Goes up high with it, Aiden Weller. Down to Bunnell, he tries a shot, tough angle, and the save is made by Bogle. Now Weiss got it down low, but it's taken by Versala. And over to the far side. Backhander out to neutral ice. Grabbed by Aiden Weller as he gets it to Jonah Weiss. Weiss over the line, left wing side. Sends it in, rings around the boards, and comes to the near side. Pajerski keeps it in. Here's a shot in and out of the glove of Graham Bogle. Titans keep it in again. McPherson goes across. Weller with a shot, save made. Rebound covered up by Bogle, taking no chances. Here's this great play by Evan Bunnell, number 13 for the Titans. And yeah, that would have been almost a sure goal. I mean, point blank like that from behind the net. Great play Now Pajerski ready for the faceoff at the left circle. Under 9 minutes to go in the third. Titans looking to advance to the championship of this thing for the second time in 13 seasons here, but also second time in the last 3 seasons. Ryan Mulvey to the net. That one stopped by Bogle. Rebound right point, Mulvey with a shot. That one deflects wide and down to the far side corner. Now picked back up by Pine. Stolen away by Pajerski. He centered it, Will Fagan. That shot he didn't get enough on it. And the Rams will clear it out to neutral ice. Goes right to Will Fagan, who intercepts. Now sent back down. Once again by the Rams. Will Fagan chases after it into his own defensive end. Got it up to Benji Pajerski, trying to catch the Rams in a change. Pajerski with a shot as he sort of whiffed on it, and it went wide to the right of the net. Now Will Fagan will fire this one in from neutral ice. Hits the side of the goal. And Pine out to neutral, but right there again is Adam Sokol to knock it in. Halfway home here in the third period. Will either team find the lead here in these final 7.5 minutes, or is overtime our destiny here in this semifinal? Time will tell as the Titans continue their dominance, 41-13 the shots. Surma backhands this one down below the line. Sokol plays it far side. As the Rams will clear this one all the way down for an icing. Stopping play with 6:48 to go in the third. Well, Pine Richland here in the third period at the Governor's Cup. 3 goals scored, 0 allowed through their 2 games coming into this one. And they haven't allowed one here. So I guess now it's 4-0 for their goal differential, as the Titans look to become the first team to crack the Rams here in the final period. They've done a good job closing out games so far at the Governor's Cup. Luke Fagan gets his pocket picked. Here's a centering pass, but it's intercepted by Bunnell. Here comes Evan Bunnell. Over the line, down the right wing side. Puck behind the goal line, Lytell. Grabbed by Bunnell once again. The rebound forced out of the zone. Verzela. Now Casper deflects it in. Luke Fagan there to punch it out. 6 minutes to go in regulation. Should we need overtime, we'd play 5 minutes of 4-on-4 and then a 5-round shootout soccer style. Again, want to take a moment to shout out our large virtual audience, 82 of you getting up early and tuning in to the Governor's Cup semifinal here on this Sunday morning. My name is Dylan Ward, Gerard Boris, our technical engineer, and Joe Hoffer, our scoreboard operator. We remind you to like and subscribe. We're getting close to 1,000 subscribers, which would be a big milestone for us. So if you like what you're seeing, help us out. Hit that subscribe button as we look forward to unlocking some features for future broadcasts once we hit 1,000 subscribers. Also, if you subscribe, that gives you the ability to use the chat and interact with me up here in the broadcast booth. I always respond to every chat we get, so if you have any questions, comments, maybe a complaint, let us know. Here's a turnover and a quick shot. What a save made by Preston on Colton Andrighetti, who already has an assist in this game, looking for a goal. As this one, they attempt to throw it off Preston and into the net, hoping to catch him on a deflection, but that didn't work. Thomas Preston's first bit of real back-to-back chances like that, and he was up to the task. Now centered, here's a backhander by Adams, it wouldn't go. 5 minutes remain here in regulation time. This one over the line, here's a shot, deflected up high and out of play. As we take another look here, puck turned over. And how about that save? And then we've also got this look. Just moments after that chance. This is the one after trying to be thrown off the backside of Preston. That wouldn't work. Not a bad idea, though, by Pine Richland. Here's Jonathan Cesario. Adam Sokol down below the goal line. Plays it up to McPherson. Right point. McPherson down to Surma. Frank Surma up to McPherson. Cole McPherson, top of the circle, takes a shot as he was looking to become the third defenseman to score today. But that shot is blocked by Blake Schultz and up and into the netting as we get down to 4:25 remaining. KG coming in. Frank Surma, SHL Player of the Year. Mark my words. Also, free Blake Hoffer. I don't hate that. Frank Surma has really taken his game to another level here this season for Glenbrook South. Now wears the A. And free Blake Hoffer. Titans without their leading point scorer here in this game after he's serving a suspension. Here's Versala. Left side, takes a shot, that one high of the net. Rebound kept in the zone by Muldoon. Now Lytell intercepts this one. Here come the Titans. This one knocked down into the zone, down the left wing side. Played back up to Bennell. Below the goal line, Higgins right in front. Poked out of there by the stick of Blake Schultz. Now backhander out to neutral ice. Into the zone come the Rams. Good play there by Luke Fagan, reaching with the stick, preventing that centering pass from reaching Jeremy Casper. 3:30 left. 2-2 the score. As the Titans with goals from Aiden Weller and Ryan Mulvey. The Rams with goals from Carson Versala and Isaac Baker. Titans carried a 2-1 lead into period number 3. But in this period, it's 1-0 Rams. Now here comes Stevens, below the goal line. Taken back by Pine. They can't get it out, or they do past Mulvey. It just leaks through. Now Desjardins. Over to the far side and sent out to the neutral zone. Weller there to take it. Looking for Stevens, but it deflects down to the penalty box area. Now this one chased down below the goal line. Loose puck pops free for Ryan Mulvey, who can't get it out. Here's a shot from the right side. That one turned away. Ryan Mulvey out to Jonathan Cesario. Kept alive by Pine as they backhand this one down low. Centering pass, nobody there in the slot, so here come the Titans. Ryan Mulvey, the defenseman with a goal already today, will lead the rush. Mulvey lost the puck as it goes down to the corner. Also an assist on Weller's goal for the captain as he makes it a 2-point night. This one centered, but grabbed away by the Titans. Final 2 minutes of period number 3. As overtime looms here in the semifinal of the O'Grady Cup. Haven't gotten there yet, though. This one sent in from neutral ice. As Will Fagan skates through the neutral zone. Benji Pajurski now over the line, or he'll cut back. Find Will Fagan waiting at the blue line. Fires a shot, blockered away by Graham Bogle. 43-17 your shots on goal here today. Pajurski up to Fagan. He'll take a shot. Save, rebound, backhander. That wouldn't go. Rebound! What save made by Bogle. Oh my goodness. The Titans with probably their best look offensively all game long. Let's have another look. Will Fagan takes the initial shot. The save is made, and backhander is also stopped. And then this is, oh my goodness, robbing Benji Pajurski, number 29 in gold, who gets the third shot right here, getting over there with his glove. How about that stop for the sophomore goaltender? 1:13 to go in the third, still 2-2. Titans with a no-zone face-off. Benji Pajurski. They can't poke it out. Or they do poke it out, I should say. They can't keep it in. The Titans. Bunnell will send this one down. Goes below the goal line and over to the far side. Pajurski looking to center it for Bunnell. Now up high, Ryan Mulvey. 50 seconds left. Here's a shot, that one wide of the net. Rebound picked up by Pine. Here's Versala, who has a goal today. Intercepted by Pajurski as he'll cycle back, get it to Aiden Weller. Now tipped into the zone by Bunnell. Aiden Weller right side, looking for the 5-hole, couldn't find it. Adam Sokol taps it back up to Ryan Mulvey. Mulvey shoots, deflected just high. Rebounds cleared out of the zone by Pine. 20 seconds separating us from overtime. Here's Mulvey, getting it up to Sokol. Adam Sokol to the near side. Settled down by Pine. As Versala looking to get ahead of Weller, he does. Versala with a shot, and a big save made by Weller. By Preston, as time expires in period number 3. And for the second game in a row, the Glenbrook South Titans will head to overtime. Same format as the preliminaries, 5 minutes of 4-on-4. So pre-2016 NHL style. And if no game-winning goal, we will have a 5-round shootout. What a game it's been here on the South Hockey Network. Dylan Ward here on the call, Gerard Boris, our technical engineer, and Joe Hoffer in charge of the scoreboard you see in the top left corner of your screen. As the Titans lost in the shootout yesterday after 5 minutes of overtime. In their regular season, the SHL, they've actually only been beyond regulation on one occasion. That was in their home opener against the St. Ignatius Wolfpack. And they lost that game in OT. 4-on-4, a little bit different from what these teams might be used to in the regular season, at least the Titans, which is 3-on-3. And the Titans, 5 minutes. It should only be 5 minutes. They put 10 up on the scoreboard. The referee's talking with the scorekeeper. According to the official rules, I might have been mistaken. 5 minutes, the ref says. So it is indeed 5 minutes. Or maybe he's saying 5-on-5. And yeah. So we're going to have 10 minutes of 5-on-5 overtime. How about that? Maybe a last-minute change of the tournament, or I read the rules wrong. Sorry about that. As we've got a prediction here from KG, Benji Pajurski buries for the win. We'll have to see. Alrighty. If no goal in these 10 minutes, we'll have the shootout as the teams will switch sides. Period of the long change here in OT. We'll see if we find the game winner in these next 10 minutes. As Adam Sokol ready for the face-off against Joshua Lanyard. Sokol wins it back for the Titans, and we're underway in overtime. Next goal will win the game. Here's Sokol over the line. Taken away by Pine. As Sokol takes a man down, no call made. Pine wanted one. As it's forced out to the neutral zone. Here's a pass finding Colton Andrighetti. Sent that one down below the line. And now out to neutral ice it goes. These boys have played a lot of hockey as of late. As Glenbrook South participating in their third tournament in 3 consecutive weekends, with the SHL Showcase back in Chicago, as well as the O'Grady Cup Thanksgiving Tournament. And now the Governor's Cup. And guess what? No showcase next weekend, but how about 3 games and 3 nights in the regular season? So the grind does not stop here for these boys, as they look to find themselves with one more game this afternoon and make it 15 games played in 18 days. Dating back to their 4-3 win over the Carmel Catholic Corsairs the day before the SHL Showcase. Here's Evan Bonnell. Couldn't get around Baker as it's punched out to the neutral zone. Ben Stevens over the line. Stevens with a shot. That one high of the net, maybe off a deflection. Now Pine out to the neutral zone. Good pickup there by Joe Hoffer. We have a different goalie for Pine Richland, as taking over the net, Brett Sudak. Interesting coaching decision by Jordan Yaklik. Here's a shot, that one wide of the net, after it was a pretty darn good performance by Graham Bogle. Made over 40 saves in regulation time. Hand pass called. That'll stop play with 8:04 to go in period number 4. You have a look here at number 21. As of course he goes out of frame right when we cut. Brett Sudak. Not the sophomore, but the senior takes over. Jim Philbin, the head coach of the Titans, still sticking with Thomas Preston, who's played every minute of this Governor's Cup. Here's Ryan Mulvey. Over to the far side, Cesario. Now back up high. Here's a shot, gobbled up by Preston, and he hangs on. 2-2 your score. Titan goals coming from Aiden Weller and Ryan Mulvey. Rams goals coming from Carson Versala and Isaac Baker. Two power play goals for Pine. Weller's goal was a PPG for the Titans. Mulvey's came at even strength, as Benjamin Walter gets kicked out of the faceoff circle. So instead it'll be Andrew Branstrom to take the draw against Adam Sokol. Titans win it. They play it out to the neutral zone. Sent back down in. Goes behind the net, Ryan Mulvey. Over to the far side, Cesario. Puck escapes the zone, and Cesario will turn on the Jets. Jonathan Cesario tried a shot. That one blocked from a tough angle by the Rams. And Pine Richland keeping their tournament alive. Cesario now in the near side corner gets knocked off the puck. Walter now behind the net, Sokol pressuring. And this one's backhanded, but not out. McPherson keeps it alive right point. Now to Frank Surma, across Mulvey near side, shoots, side of the net. And now McPherson. Puck cleared by Pine. This will go all the way down and be an icing. Stopping play with 6:56 to go in period 4. Next goal wins the game. 5-on-5 overtime for a 10-minute period before a shootout. Big shout out to all 91 of you tuned in on the South Hockey Network. So we'll be here for the championship at 1 p.m. One of these two teams will be playing in it. Here's a face-off in the Titans attacking zone, right circle. It's won by Pine as it's forced out to the neutral zone. Will Fagan sends it in. It goes down to the far side, and it's picked up by Isaac Baker. Now Lanyard. Sent into the zone. As it comes to the near side, Will Fagan out to Pajerski. Nice pass to Ben Stevens. He has some space. With the game on his stick, Stevens is taken down. Rebound That one wouldn't go from Bunnell. Delayed penalty as Ryan Mulvey gets it down to Pajurski. Over to Will Fagan. Adam Sokol scores! And the Titans are moving on to the championship. Adam Sokol's second goal of the tournament and fourth point. 3-2 the final score as the Titans find the game winner on the delayed penalty. They had a power play upcoming, but they didn't need it. Scramble play, actually, we'll show you this first. This was Stevens' rush that set it up. He's taken down, that was the delayed call, and then Bunnell just gets blocked with a gaping cage. And now we look at the game-winning goal. Scored by the senior Adam Sokol. What a pass by Will Fagan and a great deflection shot. And the Titans will play the maximum here in Jamestown as they book their spot in the championship today at 1 o'clock local time here in New York, 12 o'clock noon for the folks watching back at home as the teams shake hands at center ice and Glenbrook South improves their Jamestown record to 3-0-1. And they'll look for one more win this afternoon. That'll do it for our broadcast. One more time around the horn for everyone involved. Joe Hoffer on the scoreboard in the top left corner of your screen. Gerard Boris, our technical engineer. And my name is Dylan Ward. You see the patented thumbs up there from Joe Hoffer, squishing the referees. And my name's Dylan Ward once again. The final score, Glenbrook South 3 and Pine Richland 2. The Titans will await the result of the game on rink 2 to see who they will be playing, but they know it'll be right here on the main rink at 1 o'clock Eastern time, 12 o'clock noon Central time. We'll see you then. Till then, enjoy the next couple hours, and we'll be right back here on the South Hockey Network.